Millennials earn more than any generation in history. Two incomes, two careers, double the firepower. And they feel more broke than their grandparents did on one salary. That's not a personal failure. It's a trap that was built around you. A single income family in the 1970s often saved more than a dual income family does today. There's one expense the two income model made almost inevitable. It's probably the real reason your savings rate is so low, and it's not on any budget. I'll show you exactly what it is. Stick around because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's start with where this comes from. Economist Elizabeth Warren studied it years ago. When most families had one earner, one income covered the house. When two earners became normal, families bid against each other for homes. Prices rose to soak up both incomes. The second paycheck didn't buy freedom, it bought a more expensive mortgage. In the 1970s, one salary bought a house in a decent school district. Today, it takes two, and the house costs far more, even adjusted for inflation. For many couples, the second income barely moved their net worth. It just raised the cost of the same life. Then comes childcare. In 2026, the average runs $15,000 to $25,000 a year per child. Picture a second earner taking home $35,000 after taxes. Two kids in daycare can eat almost all of it. That parent isn't working to build wealth, they're working to break even. And once the kids age out, the lifestyle two incomes built is already locked in. Here's the part nobody explains. Your two incomes don't get taxed separately. The first income fills up the low tax brackets. The second income stacks on top of it. That means the second paycheck is taxed at your highest rate from the very first dollar. Add payroll taxes, and that second income takes home less than you'd think, dollar for dollar. This isn't tax advice, and your exact numbers depend on your situation, but the pattern is the same for most dual earners. Now the expense I promised at the start, the one that isn't on any budget. It's your lifestyle. And two independent incomes make it grow almost automatically. When both partners earn their own money, both feel entitled to spend some of it, separately. Here's the pattern. Double the income, and spending doesn't just double. It creeps toward nearly 3 times what one person alone would spend. Say you each clear $4,000 a month. That's $8,000 coming in. On paper, you should save thousands, but spending quietly climbs to $7,000. 2 takeout habits, 2 upgrade urges, 2 "I earned this" moments a week. You save $1,000 on $8,000. A 1970s single earner on far less often saved more. That gap, 2 times the income, nearly 3 times the spending, is your missing savings. Here's a test. Could your household survive on one income for 6 months? Not comfortably, just survive. Rent, food, minimums. Most dual-income households can't, and that's the real trap. If both incomes are mandatory, you don't have 2 incomes. You have one expensive life with no backup. A lost job stops being a setback. It becomes a crisis. Here's the fix, and it's simpler than it sounds. Pick the smaller of your 2 incomes. Make it invisible. Before it touches your joint account, automate most of it straight into investments. You live on roughly one income. The second one quietly builds wealth in the background. Now the second paycheck does what it was supposed to do all along. It buys you freedom, not a bigger mortgage. And you just passed your own one income test, by design. None of this was your fault. The trap was built before you got here, but the move out of it is yours. And it starts with making one income disappear. Quick thing before you go. I made a free dual income budget calculator. You drop in both incomes and see your real 2-income picture. It even shows how much that second income is actually saving you. No email, it's in the description. Want the exact system for automating that second income from zero? I built a step-by-step plan. Watch that next.